Welcome to the Dice Tower, a video podcast about board games and the people who play them. This is a special episode of the Dice Tower in which Tom and Melody Vasel talk about their top 100 games. And now, here are your hosts, Tom, Melody, and Holly Vasel.
Welcome to the Dice Tower!
Hey! None of this nonsense! Get out!
Welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Melody Vasel, and we're going to start the 100 games, and we're going to start with mine. I like this game because it comes with really cool games, and I'm really good at it.
This game is one where you're trying to find a certain shape by looking in your bag. You have a bunch of chips on the table, and so let's say we turn one over and it says, find this one, which looks like a little Hershey's Kiss. So both of us are looking through our bags as fast as we can to see who can find the Hershey chip first. Got it! Yes! Let's try it one more time. This time we're trying to find this long orange stick. Ready, go! We're wasting video time. Come on, come on.
No.
Got it again! Yes! Next one, the brown moon. Got it again! I thought you said you were really good at this. It's a lot of fun for kids and for adults both to look for different shapes that are in the bag. Are you cheating?
No. I forgot to put it in the bag.
Reef Encounter is a game designed by Richard Reef, and it's one that's held up very well over the years. It's been on my list for 5 years, and yes, it's dropped down steadily over time, but that's because new games have taken their spots on the list. But still, this is the game that I wish Tigers and Euphrates had been. Tigers and Euphrates is a game in which players are attacking each other all across the board with tiles. But there's a really heavy luck factor. Yes, there's a luck factor here in this game, but there's the idea of reefs going after each other. There seems to be a whole lot more going on in this game. And there's a whole lot of back and forth tension, and yet it only takes about 90 minutes to play. And when you're done, you almost want to wipe the sweat off your brow and say, wow, what a game that was. I mean, wow, that was amazingly high depth. And of course, there's little wooden shrimp in the game too, so that might be another reason to get the game. One of Richard Breese's best games, probably his best, and that is Reef Encounter.
I like this game because it comes with trains and tracks, but most of all, the cool cards. And it's kind of hard too.
Ticket to Ride. And Melody's played two versions, the original version and the Nordic version. And you said you like this one better? This is a game that we play at our house quite a bit. My wife and I like to play against each other. And I've talked about this game ad nauseum, but I found it really interesting that Melody put it on her list. Now, is this a game for most kids?
No.
Is it more difficult?
Yeah.
Do you often win?
No.
But you like playing it anyway?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, and this is one that's important. Who is the best Ticket to Ride player you know?
Mommy.
What?
Mommy.
Get off the show. Go.
No.
Get off.
No.
Get. I have to wonder, sometimes in my mind, is Giants on my list because it just looks that awesome? This is another new one to the list. Another great board. But man, the components of this game are just incredible. There's little stone islands from Easter Island, and the molds for the different characters are all different. But let's take all that aside. It's still an interesting game in which you're taking up setting these idols up and moving them from setting these statues up and moving them from one side of the island to another side. And there's a small auction phase, there's a movement phase, using one another as you move. It seems to work really well, and it makes sense with the theme. Finally, we have an Easter Island game where they're actually doing what happened on the island rather than laser beams out of the eyes or whatever. And I'm not opposed to Easter Island statues with laser beams, but this one just makes sense. And it's such an easy addition to my top 100. We'll see if it stands up over the test of time, but for now, phenomenal game.
I like cat and mouth because it comes with cheese. Cheese is really yummy.
Yes, cheese is good, and this game comes with a whole pile of cheese. But what are you trying to do in this game?
Try to stay away from the cat and get 5 pieces of cheese.
Now the game is very simple. How do you play?
Roll the die.
And on your turn, you roll the die. Go ahead, roll it. And then you move your mouse the number of spaces that it shows. So go ahead and move one of the mice. And then each space will tell you either get some cheese or you lose cheese. But this will let you climb the ladder. So you go up the ladder, drop in the hole, and then it will come out randomly on one of the sides. Every once in a while the cat will land on you. Someone moves the cat each turn. What happens if the cat lands on you?
You lose the cheese.
Right, and so you have to watch out for the cat. So it has really neat components. It has a neat theme to some degree. And Melody, you say you like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is a game that I would think that Melody wouldn't like because I really hate the game myself. It's just an okay game. But I think all you do is roll the dice. There's really no choices in the game. But maybe it's because it has such a neat toy that it makes it so much fun. To drop the mice down the chute in the middle is really pretty entertaining. So why should people get this game, Melody?
It's really good for kids, and if you like cheese.
Warrior Knights has dropped down on my list. Last year was 56. Now it's dropped down several spots. That's mostly because of new games coming on the list, but it's also because I simply don't play this game as much as I love to. It is an amazingly complex game of intrigue, of politics, especially with the expansion added in, and I'm really yearning to get it to the table again, but it just doesn't seem to make it there these days because it just takes so long. But it is one I highly enjoy, and it's a game that Bruno Feduzzi had his hand in, and so there's special powers, there's moving heavy forces across the board. It's just a fantastic game. Again, you're going to get your money's worth, but it's not one for everyone.
Hey, now I only have one jelly bean. Okay, you can bring it back now.
Alright. Well, we hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Melody. I'm Happy.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.
But